What is up, Worthybody fam? I'm coming at you guys today with a shoulder workout. It's going to be a little bit different. It's the day before Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sore. My chest is sore, my traps are sore, but I'm gonna hit shoulders and biceps, and I'm not gonna hit my front delt right here. A lot of the times we run into injuries, that's because you're overtraining your front delts. You gotta train the side of the delt and the rear delt most of the time, because that's what most of us need to bring up. And with biceps, my biceps are lagging, so I gotta hit them a little bit extra. So right now I'm doing a little bit of extra work to take you guys through a quick workout, and I'm gonna give you guys some tips and tricks to stay away from those injuries. This is more of a safer workout because, you know, I went through a pretty rough week of training. It's been very intense. You know, you guys know I love high intensity. So I'm gonna take you guys through this, and let's get right into the shoulder and bicep workout. After we are all nice and warmed up, we're gonna start off with some lateral raises. Now I'm doing them seated. Why? Because it works more of your lateral delts and it takes your core out of it. When you're seated, you're not using all those extra muscles to assist you. Also, I think this back support right here is gonna help me not get my traps involved as much, because my traps are pretty sore from this rough week. When I'm doing these, you don't have to go super high with your lateral raises. This is too high. This is where injuries happen. Right here is pretty good. I even do partials sometimes, but that is for a different video. And with this, you're gonna wanna do 12 to 15 reps of lateral raises. Also a good thing is that when you're doing them seated, you get a little bit more range of motion. You can bring it from here all the way down. When you're standing, it's at your sides. You can't really get all the way full range. So let's get right into it. Let's go. 12 reps, 12 to 15 reps, lateral raises seated. You wanna get a slight pause right there. Ooh. Boom. They're pretty tough. I like them seated more. I feel like it gives you a little bit more of a pump. I still do them standing sometimes though, but again, because I'm so sore, it's better to be safe than sorry. We are getting into the neutral grip shoulder press. A lot of seated exercises coming at you in this workout. Why are we doing the neutral grip? A neutral grip is here. We're doing this because the neutral grip is going to take a little bit of stress off of this front delt. It's worn out from a lot of bench pressing, a lot of incline press, a lot of front raises if you do those. I don't even do those. But that neutral press, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're benching or whatever. It's always going to be a better position for the shoulder. It's more of a natural position. Think about how you walk. We walk like this. Our hands are naturally like this. They're not naturally sitting like this. So this neutral grip is always going to be your best bet if you're having any type of shoulder issues. For this, it depends on the weight you have, but I'm going to do 12 reps of the neutral grip shoulder press. Oof. These are definitely a little bit light for me, but usually I would do something more like a regular barbell shoulder press, but we're feeling a little bit achy. I'm gonna keep it safe, but it's still good to get that working. Like, I had a motivation video I posted yesterday. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Sometimes you just gotta go with what you've got. I know that I'm always telling you guys, go 100%, go 100%, go 100%. And I believe in that, but you have to be smart with your training and listen to your body at the same time. I'm not saying take days off, but let's train intelligently so we can train for the long run. It's not a sprint, this is a marathon for sure. But I really like this exercise, so I hope you guys give it a try. Delts, right back here. I love hitting rear delts. It's very, very good for having that full and round shoulder. And I honestly, I train them very, very often, maybe 2-3 times a week, sometimes even 4 times a week. That's a little excessive. Y'all ain't gotta do that. but I'm gonna tell you guys exactly how I train. One of my favorite exercises is a rear delt fly. So with these flies, you wanna make sure you're very connected. Gotta be connected for this. If not, you're not gonna get too much out of it. You're gonna lean over on the seat, wherever you wanna do. You can do these standing as well. I'm gonna do them seated. There's a lot of seated stuff today. And when I am coming through, we're getting full range of motion coming all the way down here beneath my knees. And I'm thinking about elbowing somebody behind me a little bit. When I think about elbowing somebody, it really helps with that mind-muscle connection. And these are very super lightweight, small muscle groups, so you don't have to go too heavy on these, but you want to do a lot of reps. And when you're doing them standing, you're doing them seated, you're gonna get a little bit of a different feel. So I love switching it up. I love doing different things in my training. So we're coming here, you're getting a nice pause right there. So good. Now the key, you don't want to get too hunched up when you're doing these. That's what I see people doing in the gym all the time. You don't want to get hunched up. You want to keep them shoulders down, even though you're leaning over. Just get them lateral raises just like this. And try to get a little pause right there. Some people go a little bit farther back like this. I like it kind of just up and back a little bit. Some people overdo it, it's their style of training. Ooh. But even with this light weight, I'm still getting a great squeeze in those rear delts. I can feel my shoulders trying to hunch up a little bit, so I'm gonna push them back, reset, and keep going. Ooh, because your body's gonna want to overcompensate and lose those traps. Ooh, 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 ooh. Amazing burn, amazing burn. Even with those light weights, I'm still feeling it, and I love that. We want to get the most out of lightweight, and that's really how you make some serious gains. Because as you progressive overload, if you go super heavy with no mind muscle connection, I don't think that's giving you optimal growth. So we practice on these lighter weights, we perfect that movement, and we slowly move up and get better and better and better. And over time, you're gonna get some serious gains, some super serious gains. I can't stress this enough. I get so many DMs saying, thank you so much for telling me to train my rear delts. My shoulders looking completely different, completely. It's a very overlooked exercise. Anything involving rear delts. On back day, your rear delts will be hit, but at the same time, it's a very small muscle group. You want to hit it precisely. And when you do that, you can start to see some serious benefits in a few weeks with a proper diet and sleep as well. You know that. So that is the last thing that we're gonna do for shoulders. And now let's head over to biceps. Moving right over to some bicep work. I tried to give you guys more of a little bit of a side view. I think that could be a little bit more beneficial for some tips for you guys. Now I'm doing these, even though I'm seated. This is such a seated workout. Even though I'm seated, Worthybody seated workout, which I'm getting right now. I'm keeping my shoulders down and back and my chest up and open. You wanna keep that chest open. That's really gonna help you get a better squeeze. And when I'm coming up for this squeeze, you wanna twist those dumbbells like this. You're not just coming straight up here. Now you wanna get a little bit of a twist in there. That's gonna help the bicep really fire. That twist is what really gets it going. I'd start with seated curls, do 10 to 15 reps, depends on what you're doing. Do less reps and go a little bit heavier. If you wanna put on some more size, you're working on strength. If you wanna go for more hypertrophy work, go higher reps. It's really up to you. The rep range is always gonna vary. I like always making that to be set to be true, so you understand that rep ranges are depending of your training cycle, that block of training. I don't know if you're working on power, you could be working on strength, you could be working on muscular endurance. All of those training styles are a little bit different, but understand that you have to do all different types of training to get stronger, bigger, and that's what it takes. It's not just I'm always going to do 5 sets of 5, or I'm always going to do 3 sets of 12 to 15. Oh no, it's gonna change depending on what you're doing in the gym for that 2, 3, 4 months of your training block. But here we go. Let's get these curls in. Get some biceps going, some bicep growth. Get that little twist up there. Keeping my chest up. And I gotta remind myself, I've been training for years. I still tell myself, are my shoulders down and back? Am I getting that good squeeze? Am I getting that twist? And that's why I tape myself a lot to watch, to see what am I really doing. I think taping yourself can really be beneficial so you can actually see what's going on. the most anabolic part of training is on the way down, the eccentric part. So right here, that's eccentric. See, anyone talking about doing an eccentric movement? That's what they're talking about right here, coming down. Now the concentric, can't even talk, is right here. That squeeze. Oh, this is concentric. Ooh. Ooh. Biceps are burning. But really think about what you're doing. Let's be conscious while we're lifting. Let's be thinking about the right things and always staying positive. Because I think that's very important also in the gym. What you want to do about 3 sets of those 4 sets, depending on what you're doing, again. And now we're going to move on to the second bicep exercise. I feel like these angles aren't giving my arm justice. I really don't. But that's how it really looks. Y'all kind of can't see it when I'm sitting off like, hey, I feel like my right arm is bigger than my left arm. The tattoo does do something too. But anyway, just to let y'all know, I ain't lacking out here, it's the angles. But now we're gonna get into one of my favorite bicep exercises, and that is the concentration curl. Arnold did these all the time. He did them seated, I like them standing, you know, I'm a little bit different. So with the concentration curl, I like to tap my bicep just like this, little tap, tap, tap. It's a Nav reference right there, if y'all know Nav. Nav and Meek song called Tap, Tap, Tap. Great song. Anyway, I like to keep my wrist in this position, not here, but here. Helps you contract the bicep. I'm coming up. Ooh, amazing squeeze. Great squeeze. I love this exercise. Then helping your bicep peaks. We're gonna get that peak right. Dang. These are kind of tough after those curls we did before. It's okay because we're working. I'm really thinking about the squeeze here. Is it really good for developing the bicep? Think about development. Worry about the shape. And sometimes you could have muscle imbalances. So it's good to train one arm at a time. Maybe need a few more reps. My right arm could be bigger than my left arm. Maybe I need a few more reps on this arm. You think about that when you're training, and you do a lot of dumbbell work to even everything out. And that's very important for a very aesthetic physique. And you know, we like strength, and we also like aesthetics. We go for both here. The best of both worlds. I don't just want to look like I lift. I want to be able to lift. And I don't just want to lift heavy weight and not look it. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. I want both. I want it all. What can I say? And now, it is time for the third and final bicep exercise. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to the final part of this workout. What we're gonna do is 21s. Get these 21s right. So, pretty simple, but pretty tough at the same time. We're gonna start with 7 reps at the bottom of a barbell curl. 7 at the, but you can do this with the easy curl bar as well. You don't have to use a barbell. You don't have to use a barbell. You can use easy curl bar. That's what I'm trying to say here. And we're gonna do 7 reps right here at the bottom. Let's go right through it. 7 reps, the bottom portion of the curl. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, yeah, not too hard, but with no rest. We're going to the top portion of the curl. It's right up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. That was cool, but now we're gonna do the full 7 curls right here. 1, 2, 3, just in case I can't count. That's pretty good for the biceps right there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Worthybody shoulder and bicep workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button so you can get all of my videos right away. I'm coming up with so much content over this Thanksgiving and Christmas break or hiatus. Follow me on Instagram,
TikTok. I am very active there.